is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
real mode.
well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They frontin' they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transfer to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me, I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. SwoleFam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, nigga. You know we don't play gangs, yeah. East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang, Global with that gang, nigga. You know we don't play gangs, East Coast with that gang, West Coast with that gang.
Stop eating so much. You don't need to eat all the time.
You have the right to remain fat.
Whoa! You gonna fuck on me? Nobody's gonna fuck on you! Oh! What the fuck was that?
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testicles, testiculares. Welcome everyone to episode 2064 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoleo, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin on all you
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's the motherfucking Daily Swole. It's episode 2064. Welcome to the show, you motherfucking sexy beaches. We are coming fresh off an amazing Swole New Year party. Can we get some biceps and gorillas for last night's Mancast? I feel like we just did a man stream for 2 hours last night. We can't even go over. We're going to go over some of the stuff when we get into that tip. We're just going to bust right into it. Some of the stuff that we released yesterday, because there was so much. Last night's episode, if you missed 2063, go back and listen and watch it later. Because we went over everything that we released in 2021. We dropped some new fire stuff that we're still rolling out. We got some awesome new drops and great SwoleFam posts. And we do have more stuff today. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Remember, hit the like button, leave a review, subscribe, all that good shit. Check out thedailyswole.com for all the links. And of course, leave a review on Apple Podcast, leave a review on Spotify, brand new review feature on Spotify right there at the top of the thumbnail. When you go into the Daily Swole podcast, you can leave a star review. You can't write a review, but you can leave a star review. So make sure you do that wherever you can, listening to the Mancast. Wherever you're banging your ear holes, make sure you leave us a fucking review. Let's fucking do it. Happy Swole year, Sherry Morgan. Thank you so much. Sarah, what's going on? Cerny, how we doing? Beesh, I'm still a little tired. Still a little tired from all that knowledge cock. Am I right? All right. What's up, Christopher? Jeremy, I'll behave today. You better not show us any terrible videos. What's going on, Mike? Peaceful Bandit, Wax, Pedro, how we doing? Nick, John, everyone, Matthew, everyone is fucking here. Let us get right into it. Remember, all the amazing releases we're going to talk about today, recap really briefly, and yesterday, all that stuff is over there at swolenormousx.com. But we do have a SwoleFam roundtable tonight for members, 6 p.m. So we'll talk about that once we get into the tip. For now, first, we got to bust this nut open. So let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. Falcon. A nice serenade on it. Yaboosh. Delicious. Delicious. Very nice, Leo. Drinking like a raging alcoholic. It is 2022, the year of the Swole. YOTS. Yachts. Yachts. Year of the Swole. Drop in the comments down below today's Swole card. Year of the Swole, which is 2022. 2022 is the year of the Swole. It's the year you can make sick fucking gains. So make sure you drop that in the comments down below. Drop whatever you want. Drop however you want to drop it. Year of the Swole is 2022. It's the year of the Swole. 2021 was the year of the Swole. 2020 was the year of the Swole. Ever since 2016 was the year of the Swole. So another year. How about this? Another year of the Swole. That being said, fam, it's time to moisturize. Let's get into that tip. Here we go. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. Now we're ready. Ready for those sick gains, baby. All right, let's see what we got here. We're just going to recap briefly some of the new releases, maybe not even all of them. We got some brand new releases inside SwoleNormus X yesterday. We have a yin for hips and lower back class. We have a prop yoga class. We have 6 new instructional poses inside the yoga studio. Chair pose. We have pyramid pose. We have low lunge, warrior 1, warrior 2, and warrior 3. And yesterday, we also dropped some amazing releases, a knee mobility masterclass, Swole 7 kettlebell round 5, Swole 7 mace round 5, and also a gym tour, Swole Motion 152. You can go and check that out inside Swole TV after you watch today's episode. And like I mentioned before, we have SwoleFam Roundtable tonight at 6 p.m. So Thursday, December 30th, that is today, 6 p.m. For members only. Join the fam and you'll get access to the live call with myself and other members of the SwoleFam. And after today's episode, you will see the brand new section, the brand new product, the brand new pillar. Not another pillar of the 7 pillars, but the brand new portion of SwoleNormus X, SwoleNormus Beauty, which will cover everything from hair, skin, nails, makeup applications, everything brought to you and powered by Papa, but mostly Mama Swolio. So make sure you are checking that out. We will launch the Telegram chat and get that whole party started. And you can start asking questions and having conversations. And as we continue to build it out over 2022, for the Swole New Year party at the end of 2022, we're going to be looking back at all the fucking shit that we dropped in this section. So fire. All right, SwoleNormus Beauty will be dropping today, and I will let you know when you can log into your account and go into that section and access the Telegram chat and all that good stuff. All right, let's get some grills. Oh.
We choose truth over facts.
Don't we all, Brandon? Don't we all? It's so easy to just choose truth because you can make up whatever truth you want. Forget the facts. Let's go for truth. Let's get some SwoleFam posts. Let's get today's
What's in the box?
first one started with Aaron. Lift hard, eat big, fam. Large sweet potato with homemade cranberry sauce, 2 eggs, gluten-free bread with grass-fed butter, 2 heritage bacon, 2 pieces of heritage bacon, and coffee. I'm struggling to get it all down because you're eating some delicious nutrient-dense food. Sweet potatoes, the bacon, the eggs. I'll take all that. We got a post here from Lisa. And remember, we talked throughout the next couple days. We'll still be featuring some of those, how you crushed 2021 with the SwoleFam. We'll go over more of those posts. And this one, Lisa, having community of this group has helped me be accountable and motivated. I am down around 35 pounds since last year. My next goal is to lose 25 more by the end of April. Very nice. Very nice, Lisa. Thank you for sharing. 25 pounds by the end of April, that's definitely possible. But remember, don't hang your hat and all your self-worth and all your success on that number. Because if you're building muscle, you're going to be... that outcome on the scale isn't always going to be accurate. It's a body composition, right? We got one from Matthew. In 2021, I went from 230 pounds to 192. I also made my high school baseball team in the spring of 2021 and played very well offensively with only 2 years experience playing the sport. I've also achieved a 4.0 GPA this fall semester and a 3.7 overall as a freshman when I used to be a straight DNF student in middle school. I remember middle school, kind of. Although the last quarter of this year has been hard and underachieving, I've done more for myself than I ever done before for this year. And next year is going to be even better. We have members of all ages in the SwoleFam. We got Matthew over here in high school. We got members that are in their 60s and 70s. We got all types of people in the SwoleFam crushing it. Fucking great, Matt. Fucking fantastic. I love it. Thank you for the post and keep crushing it. Talk about being ahead of your time. Talk about being ahead of your time. I wish I was in the SwoleFam when I was a freshman in high school. We got one from Maxwell, and I love that video, by the way, Elijah, that you posted in the Telegram chat of you putting snow in your cold plunge, and you said you got it down to like 32 degrees. Got a picture here of a kettlebell and a mace, one piece at a time, a 10-pound mace, a 16-kilogram kettlebell, and a 20-pound mace on the way. My man. My man, my man, my man. Good shit. Everyone's getting like deliveries of equipment this time of year. We got a question. Just pop this in here because we're talking Swolenormous X. Sherry says, I'm a dancer and always looking for more flexibility. Do you have yoga classes for this? I'm new. Apologize if I sound a bit. No, you're fine. We have tons and tons and tons of yoga classes. In terms of, being a dancer, we don't necessarily have dance classes yet, but we have very advanced yoga classes inside X. So we have level 3. So you might be interested in doing some of these level 3 classes. So we have level 1, level 2, level 3. You might also really enjoy the yin classes, which are fantastic. So definitely would recommend you checking out the yoga studio and giving it a shot because we have classes for all levels. And remember, when it comes to yoga, when you say, okay, you're flexible, I'm sure if you're a dancer, you're already very flexible and mobile, but it's always going to be able to be progressed. So when you have a standard pose, for example, you could either regress it, make it a little bit easier if you're not as mobile. For example, if we were both doing the same class, I might modify and use blocks, whereas Sherry, for example, might go a little bit deeper into the pose. So it's very important to make sure you're progressing or regressing a movement as necessary. So I would absolutely recommend the Swolenormous Yoga Studio. We have over 230. I said this yesterday. I forget if I have to add them all up, but it's like over 230 yoga classes now that go from beginner, even chair yoga and kids yoga, all the way to very advanced classes. So I would definitely recommend it. I think you get a lot of benefit from it. You're always going to benefit from practicing yoga, especially when it comes to, because yoga, you're not just getting stretching. It's not just stretching. It's also activation. You're activating muscles that, especially in those vinyasa classes and ashtanga classes, you're getting into a lot of muscles that might be underactivated. So, and not to mention when you go into even other master classes, if you're looking for more flexibility and mobility, activating, doing things like the hip mobility, knee mobility, ankle mobility, even strengthening those muscles with the methodologies that we have inside X, that's going to help you even amplify your yoga, amplify your flexibility, mobility for dancing and whatever you're doing, whatever sport. We got another post here from Michelle. Michelle says, thank you for featuring the fam today, Papa. The 7 pillars have been life-changing. Getting to know where my imbalances are and just having that awareness has been a huge eye-opener for me. There's no limit to the programs and education that Swolenormous X offers. I can't even begin to list how many positive changes I've made since going unlimited in June. We'll be doing a deep evaluation for my Swoleversary on June of 2022. Can't wait to share my progress with the best fam in the realm. Hashtag 7 pillars, consistency, fuck average, and get shit done. Rock on, Michelle. Rock on, Michelle. Crushing it. I love it. And there is so much. There is so much. And if you missed yesterday's episode, that really exemplified how much. And it's humbling to me as well, because we're here every single day on the Daily Swole. We're always putting out content. We're always doing roundtables. We're always getting shit done in the Telegram chat and Swole text. And we're always, grinding. And then when you kind of step back and you look around a little bit and you realize, wow, I mean, yesterday was as much for me as it was for you. It's like, holy shit, we released that this year? Because things that we released back in January, February, March, even of 2021, seems like we forget about it. We forget that it was this year. And so many things that we take as a standard today in the SwoleFam, some of the stuff we created and we put together and we pivoted and we adapted earlier this year. And it's just amazing how much you can get done in a year when you look back, right? Was it over 150 recipes, 70 yoga classes, not to mention all like, some programs and all these different chats, and we launched the round tables and we started doing everything. It's crazy. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Actually, in the Swole Motion, we have a poll. And I will tell you, Sherry's saying, yes, I'll try it out. I've been pole dancing for about 8 years, so I'm really excited to try your classes. Very nice. That stuff's hard. We have a pole in the living room, and I will tell you, like, I use it as much as Mama Swolio, not for like the pole dancing, but it's awesome just for even balancing, holding onto it to do certain exercise or for stretching. I love just grabbing it and just bending and twisting. Like, we use it more for stretching. Like, I don't really spin or do any of that other stuff on it, but it's great. Like, I think that might be one of the most underrated things that you can get in your house, even for dudes, because if you just put the pole up, you can wrap a band around it and stuff like that. You can do a lot of stuff with it. So it's actually pretty effective. But it's great to like grab on it and just twist and bend. Oh, it's fantastic. So sometimes if I'm doing some deep stretching, I have something to hold on to. But it's really cool. You'll see that in the Swole Motion. You'll see that in the vlog. So it's actually really cool. Yeah, pole dancing's no joke. Let's see here. Michelle was teaching hot yoga last night and missed the man cast. How dare you? Let's get the soundboard for that. How dare you? We'll catch up this afternoon and prepare to have the nips completely blown off. Indeed, you shall. Protect them. Enjoy them while they last, because once you watch that episode, ye shall be nipless, but we'll still accept you. Matt, Papa Swole definitely danced for Mama Swole at some point in life. I don't know.
Because
yeah. All right. Some of you don't know. Some of the comments, you don't know how close. Yes, Swole dancing. You weren't. I don't want to give away anything, but that was something that we were looking to launch like 2 years ago, but it didn't work out. So, just FYI, that was actually already an idea. So, okay, you just don't even know. You just don't even know everything. You don't know everything. You don't know everything that we got going on. All the ideas. Too many ideas. All right, Terry P, 53, lost 62 pounds, increased arm curls. I love it's like a Swole obituary. Increased arm curls from 25 pounds to 45 pounds, can do a modified burpee with a jump at the end, no more back problems, don't need to use a handrail for stair climbing, went from 6.5 hours of sleep to 7.5 hours of sleep, and improved my sleep quality. Increased mental focus, reduced fatigue. I now have greater definition in my arms and shoulders. Fire. Terry, you're the man. Trevere, hey fam, glad to make these early casts. Indeed. And usually lately, we've been going a little bit earlier. Today was a little bit later. It feels like we were just live a second ago. So the late night with the early, it's like, man, I just went live. I almost felt like it was the same day. Love it. Oh yeah. Magic Swolio. All right. Magic Swolio. All right.
Because Dickens?
All right, let's get into some knowledge cock, shall we? All right, if you got a question, if you want to talk more about polls and whatnot, drop it in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole will take a couple questions. Back to the
Dodson.
flow.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here.
All right, we got a couple questions here, and we got some shit posts today, as always. Reminder, if you weren't here for the first few minutes of the stream, we got a SwoleFam roundtable tonight. So for members only, if you're joining the fam today, make sure when you log into your account, you'll see all the information. You'll see the countdown timer. You see all the links where you can download the app for the SwoleFam roundtable. And when it's 6 o'clock, you'll see the button appear right there. You log in, swolenormousx.com, log into your account, and the button to join, you'll hit it. It'll open the app automatically, and then you'll be there for the live call. So make sure you prepare and have all that. But that's where you'll find it. Of course, I will Swole text you and use the Telegram alert. But even if I text you, if you're not near Swole service, cell service, everything's Swole. cell service. If you're not near a tower, your text message might come in. You don't want to miss it like a few minutes late. So 6 p.m., you can log into your account and you'll see the button pop up and then you can join. All right. Tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern time. Right now, it's 12 o'clock. It's noon Eastern time, so 6 hours. 6 hours. God, I'm going to talk to you guys. We're gonna be jamming again in a few hours. Never ends. Never ends. It never ends. Always making gains. All right, we'll take questions. Again, drop in the comments down below for the live chat. Hashtag Ask Papa Swole. This one's from Instagram, ved_L16. Papa Swole, what's the best exercise for traps? I always like to preface this with there really is no best. Depends on what works, what you have, what your body responds best to. And there's different parts of the traps. There's the upper trapezius, middle, and lower traps. So different rowing exercise are great for traps. Remember, you don't just want like a neck. You want to make sure the middle of your back is really thick and dense. So make sure you're doing your rows and all that different stuff. For more upper traps, again, upper traps are usually overactivated and overutilized without balance with the posterior rotator cuff, the middle and lower trapezius, rhomboids and such. So a lot of times you are imbalanced. But if you're trying to isolate more upper trapezius, you could do things like farmer's walks, deadlifts are fantastic. Even kettlebell work, cleans and snatches are great for traps. You can do the standard dumbbell shrugs or barbell shrugs and things of that sort. Make sure you're playing around with different angles, but form is really important. I would not focus overly on doing traps, upper traps, without focusing more on middle and lower traps, because you can get a lot of imbalances. You can really compound upper cross syndrome and really cause, excessive cervical extension, which most people already have. So I'm really hesitant to be like, yeah, do this to get really big turtle shell traps. Most people have imbalances already. So I feel like by giving that kind of advice, even if they want that advice, you're not going to activate them as properly as you should. And it's just kind of, compounding someone's problems even without them knowing it. So make sure you're creating that balance in all three aspects of your traps, floor cobras, scapular depressions, standard rows, different angles for rows, different grip positions, elbow positions. But upper traps are great for farmer's walks, deadlifts, even like farmer's walks. You could do them with a hex bar. You could do them with dumbbells, kettlebells, but a lot of kettlebell work is great for traps too. Great for traps. All right, let's see. Aaron, Papa Swole, I've been doing meditation more lately. Why is meditation good for you besides reducing stress? Well, reducing stress, here's my, there's many different types of meditation. So I'm going to speak generally from a brain gains mindfulness perspective. It does reduce stress, but why does it reduce stress? And a lot of times people, for example, if you want to improve your physical health, what should you do? Your mind and body are connected, of course, but if you're trying to improve physical health, what do? You exercise, you go for a walk, you do weightlifting, you do yoga, you're practicing physical activity, physical movement. But in order to really complete the picture, you need to address your psychological issues. You need to address the mind that never sleeps. So you can't stop your thoughts, but what you need to do is practice reacting to them. So it'll reduce your stress, but why does it reduce stress? It's because essentially you're cleaning out your attic, you're cleaning out your closet, you are adjusting, practicing, and empowering yourself to be able to react better, less to these impulsive thoughts that are going to never stop. So if you think you're going to quiet your mind and just not think of things as frequently, that's nonsense. You're always going to have thoughts. It's how you react to them. It's how you manage them, which will in turn reduce stress. So, don't underestimate that concept, reducing stress, which is kind of vague, but it's going to really improve things. It can improve everything from blood pressure. It can improve a lot of physical things in terms of how your body, in terms of your metabolism, over time. These are all things, it's not foofy stuff. Your brain is what's controlling your body. And if you are lowering and kind of shutting down your sympathetic nervous system, you're not, sitting there at a redlining all the time. Your body is going to have less emotional stress, but less physical stress and physical duress, and, shifting away more from that fight or flight type of nervous system engagement will improve all things like blood pressure and, reduce your risk of stresses of that sort too as well. So when you have psychological stresses and things that you're dealing with mentally, you need to address them mentally. Just some of them. Just some of them. Let's see. Papa Solio, please give some modification suggestions to exercise because my elbow has tendonitis and I'm frustrated that I can't do my normal routine. Depending on what type of tendonitis you have, like medial or lateral epicondylitis, like where it's located, I would recommend checking out the Amazon store and getting one of those TheraBars. They're fantastic for strengthening the forearm muscles around the elbow to reduce inflammation. Not a diagnosis, not a doctor, not a therapist, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about, and chances are that will be a reason that would improve your forearm or the tendonitis. Mike, is the link for the affiliate program on the website? Not yet. We announced it yesterday, but I'll let you know when it's officially live. We have to clear things out. Matthew, thoughts on 75 hard? Why are people? I guess it's the New Year shit. So everyone, fuck your resolutions, right? I guess everyone's doing these challenges and things. I don't know the details of that. Do you agree with Andy Frisella's views on fitness and success? I don't listen to enough of his stuff. I've heard some clips and it sounds like he's very inspirational and it's a lot of, what we talk about here. I don't know the details of what he's doing. I don't like any kind of like 75, 30 day. I think there's always an end point that people just fall off if they're not doing something. I don't like those kind of endpoint challenges, just personally. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I'll tell you what, 365 hard works fine too. How about 730 hard? How about the rest of your life hard? That's my point. I'm not saying you should be working out or training at a 10, whatever that programming or whatever the 75 thing is. But again, you have a 30-day challenge. What happens after that 30 days? People just go back into old habits or just kind of float and kind of get lost. I'm not saying everyone, but you know what I mean. So those are my thoughts. If you have more details on it, happy to answer things individually, but I don't know the details of that. Trevere, tips for getting back into the swing of things after battling COVID. I was going hard in the gym prior, currently on day 4 of symptoms and can't wait to get back in the gym. Make sure you're taking plenty of the vitamin D. Make sure you're getting vitamin D, make sure you're sleeping, make sure you're moving. I would just say moving as much as you feel like you're able to move, as long as you're in quarantine or where the heck you're doing. Everyone's going to get COVID at some point. So we have to stop living in fear of this thing, which is very, very mild, especially at this point. If you're healthy, the vast majority of the population, especially in the United States, is severely vitamin D deficient. We've been talking about that since like the beginning, since like 2020. When they were first talking about, but it's been suppressed because, proper vitamin D levels is going to solve a lot of pharmaceutical company, profit needs. So if you are supplementing with vitamin D properly or getting plenty of sunlight during, the peak daylight hours, depending, like right now it's winter. So really nowhere in the United States is getting proper sun angle for vitamin D. So make sure you're supplementing, but most people are vitamin D deficient and it's a pre-hormone. And it like fortifies the cells, and it's very important to have sufficient levels. And when you're chronically deficient, guess what? You're going to get sick more often. So do you think the government, do you think the pharmaceutical industry is going to be like, hey, buy this dirt cheap, pre-hormone that you can get by the caseload anywhere and everywhere for dirt cheap? Or, maybe we'll make $50 billion this year by forcing you to take a fucking shot every month for the rest of your life. So in other words, take care of your health, make sure you're getting in those basic fundamentals that can prevent all these things. Let's see. Anyway, tips for getting back in the swing of things. I would do the best that you can. Do the best that you can. Make sure you're eating very, very well, getting in your, whether it's grass-fed beef, your organ meats, make sure you're getting in all your vitamins and minerals, those micronutrients, getting plenty of sleep as you always should be. You might want to even practice like, breathing, meditation, yoga, like on-ramp there. Don't just jump right back into heavy squats. Make sure you're just being consistent, setting a schedule, morning and evening routine. Make sure you're getting your sleep and make sure you are taking care of all those other habits. Some initial tips, if you have anything follow up, like let me know what you're doing. You said you're on day 4 of symptoms. Like what kind of symptoms? Are you able to move? It's like a little cold. Like, what are you dealing with? Not a doctor, but I listen and I read and I think. There we go. That was nice. Oh, there we go.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Very nice. Michael, Pop, I just heard that New York's assembly is trying to push a bill that gives government officials the right to detain people indefinitely if they are not vaccinated. Have you heard about this? No. That's fucking disgusting. And shame on the New York City Police Department. Anyone that's, I don't know if you've been seeing the news, but anyone that's enforcing these fucking authoritarian, despotic decrees. If you've seen the NYPD, that is, what were they doing? They were kicking out like a 5-year-old that was crying. They're kicking out people, removing them from like fast food places. And what was it? I don't know if it was a Chick-fil-A. One guy was at a Burger King. So any police officers that are enforcing this shit can go fuck themselves. I'm pro police. I think we need police, but we don't need scumbags that are enforcing these nonsensical, not even laws. It's disgusting. It's anti-American and it's very dangerous. Sherry, I have a quick question. Started the carnivore dairy free 5 months ago for RA. What's that? Carnivore dairy free? What's, oh, for is rheumatoid arthritis? Is that what you mean? Do you believe we can keep our muscle without carbs, or are they necessary? I mean, if you're eating enough protein, you know, keeping your muscle, I think carbs, if you're doing strength training, I think you should be getting some carbohydrates. I mean, I eat more or less animal based. I mean, I eat fruit, some sweet potatoes and stuff like that, but I don't do tons of carbs. Like today I had some grass-fed beef jerky, had a little coffee, had some grass-fed, grass-finished raw beef liver. I mean, I'm going to have steak later. I don't eat a ton of carbs. If I do, it's raw honey or it's fruit, some sweet potatoes, maybe some white rice now and again. But, you know, keeping your muscle is going to be based on, you know, if you're getting in sufficient protein and if you're training properly to maintain that muscle. So it's not just like the diet that's keeping the muscle. It's also your physical training. And if your body is going to be biased towards maintaining those adaptations, if you don't use it, you lose it. And of course, you know, as we get older, it's harder to maintain muscle, which is why a lot of people do like hormone replacement, X, Y, and Z. So there are a lot of factors with maintaining muscle, sleep quality, and things like that. There you go. That's very good, Travere. Also taking vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, and turmeric. Lots of bone broth. Very nice. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. I think that's fantastic. I think that's fantastic. Sounds like you're, I mean, nutrition-wise, I think you're doing great. I think you're doing great. I mean, look, everyone's going to have, either you have COVID, you're going to have COVID. You know, the question is it going to be something that you even notice because you take care of your health? That's the difference. And every time I see in the news, every time they see in the news, like, oh, this woman, this mother, they pick the most tragic, sad stories. It's always sad, but people do die. People do die every day. People are going to die forever. People have always died. You know, we can't destroy our entire world because a person dies. Like, they're dying all the time from heart disease and diabetes and cancer. Like, we need to improve health. So we have more and more people on this planet and more people in this country every year, but they're less and less healthy. So we're just really eradicating our resources, and we're just creating more sick people. So if we actually get back to the source and get people healthier, the question is whether or not you're going to even notice that you have it because you take care of yourself. So in other words, I would recommend, you know, I'm not saying go and, you know, spit on people, but make sure you're being active. If you feel good, don't like, oh my God, I have COVID, so you sit around. No, be active. Do whatever you can normally at home. Go for a walk. Go, you know, whatever. That's what my opinion. What I would do is I would do whatever at home. I would do yoga. I would do exercise if I felt good. I mean, was it last year? Was it? No, 2020, when Mama Swole, when she tested positive, who the fuck knows if she was really positive or not? Like, she stayed at the apartment. We stayed, and she lost her sense of, she lost her smell for like 2 days. And I slept in the same bed. I just stayed with her and I trained every day. We did the podcast every day. And I was talking about it on the podcast. I'm like, okie dokie. But I also take care of myself. Sherry, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you, Papa Swole. Wishing you all a happy new year. Thank you so much. remember, if you take care of yourself, you know, don't underestimate how unhealthy people are. You might look at someone, oh my God, but they're not overweight. How did this person, this mother of 3, it's so sad. How did she, 1, she's overweight or obese. 2, guarantee she has seriously like low vitamin D levels. You know, like these people, like people are not healthy just because even if you're not obese, it's like that is severely, severely dangerous. It's dangerous. You're not supposed to have low vitamin D levels. Either you're getting it from your diet or you're getting it from the sun. You know, well, how do people at higher latitudes get, you know, or in colder climates up north get vitamin D? Fish. You know, if you're further north, guess what you're eating? If you're in these northern latitudes, you're eating deep cold water fish, which have vitamin D, because these wild caught fish eat plankton and shit that, you know, create vitamin D from the sun and other things like that. Anyway, where are we going here? Scrolling. Well, yeah, I mean, if they're introducing a bill in New York, look, the bill is called A416, so it's not passed or whatever. Look, move out of the fucking city. Get the fuck out of New York. If you're still living there, if you want to live like in an authoritarian state, then stay there, but get the fuck out. If you live in New York City and people are like, oh my God, I saw this TikTok, I lost my shit. I just commented. It's like, well, you're living in New York City. That's the problem. People are like, oh my God, there's no testing. We're waiting around the block or waiting on this. You're in New York City. You're living in this concrete cesspool. I know because I grew up there. So it's not like, well, how do you know? I was born there and I grew up there. I know it's just fucking dirty. It's overrated as fuck. It's not Earth at all. It's just this weird, artificial, just dirty. It's gross. I don't like it. Some people like it, which is fine. But that's my opinion, which is interesting. It's interesting because, look, if you notice in the news, it's interesting. These people can wait in line for 8 fucking hours for a COVID test, but they can't wait in line to vote. Huh? How's that? How about that? Yeah. So
come on, man.
Can wait 8+ hours for a COVID test, but can't wait in line to vote. Interesting. If you know, you know. Let's see. Matthew, hey Papa, is the 90-day dash, are the 90-day dash workouts supposed to be fast paced, like full body ignite? Fast paced? Well, they don't have to be fast paced. I mean, the rest periods are adjustable based on your needs. So no, they're not supposed to be really fast paced. Supersets, yes, but in between rest periods, no, you want to rest at least like a minute or two. At least a minute or two, depending on what you want. The shorter rest you do, the less strength you'll be able to produce, and the more endurance and more cardiovascular it will be. So you can adjust. You can adjust your rest periods according to your needs. All right, where are we here? We're going to move along. Maddie, my doctor told me to stay out of the sun because of my freckles and moles. They told me that my vitamin D level was low. Like, what do you want from me in the sun or not? So that's nonsensical. That's nonsensical. If you are getting in, so if you're getting in, listen to, all right, there's a great podcast that actually dropped recently with, on the Dark Horse podcast with Brett Weinstein, about vitamin D. And vitamin D, actually, if you have proper vitamin D levels, it actually protects you from melanoma. I believe that's what they were discussing. They were talking about, because I don't wear sunblock, and sunblock actually blocks UVB, so you're not getting vitamin D. So if you're out in the sun, you're wearing sunblock, you're not getting vitamin D. And guess what everyone slathers on when they go outside? Fucking sunblock. So if you are, if you have issues with like skin cancer, if you're afraid of things like melanoma, that's usually because you're going out in the sun and you're getting too much too soon, which is what I always say. You need to get early morning sun and evening sun, like super early, lower angle, less intense sun. You're not going to get vitamin D at that time of day. Even in the summer, it's only going to be when the sun is up high, probably like 10 to 2 is usually when you're going to get the most vitamin D. When your shadow is shorter and sharp, shorter than you are tall. So it's not like, further out from you. So I think this time of year, I don't even think you're getting vitamin D even in Florida just because of the low angle. But so I supplement too. What was I going to say? Yeah, like if you get, your body is designed to get sun. So I'm not going to say don't listen to your doctor and stuff, but learn more about it. Your doctor is one person, and you know what mainstream medicine is doing to the population. We get sicker and sicker and sicker every fucking year. So I would not trust on the face people that have been classically trained in medicine, because they're usually classically trained in propagandistic garbage. You get a second opinion. Learn more yourself. Like, you don't just have to, like, just because a doctor said something, like, they're different people. People are wrong all the fucking time. You listen to Dr. Fauci, he's wrong several times a day. So, like, make sure that you are thinking for yourself, get other opinions, research. A doctor is a human being that was taught by other human beings. So they're going to spout back what other human beings told them. And guess what those other human beings did? They went to school in the 1920s. They went to medical school in the 1920s and they're teaching, and someone went to medical school in the 1970s and now they're teaching there. It's like, you know, it's just compounded, you know, institutionalized tunnel vision medicine. Look, technology is amazing for things like heart attacks and broken bones and surgeries and reattaching arms and legs and, you know, heart transplants. That's amazing. But to keep people healthy, that's not what doctors are for. Doctors are not going to keep you healthy. They might keep you alive, but you're going to be sick. You're already sick. If you're in the doctor's office all the time, which is why the fat acceptance bullshit, it's like every time I go to the doctor's office, I hate it when they weigh me. Well, maybe you should think about why you're in the doctor's office all the time. It's because you're not healthy. And that's not the doctor's fault. That's your fault. That's a rant. Let's get into some balls deep action. That's deep. All right, let's fucking go. Let's go. It's a sick care system. All right, drop a like and all that stuff down below. Let's get into some balls deep content. Speaking of people that spend a lot of money on education and don't know jack shit, we got one from...
What's in the box?
We got one from Christy Harrison.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Well, Christy Harrison isn't black, but she's definitely struggling to keep her head above a 2-digit IQ. Let's see. Christy Harrison, MPH, a master's in public health, and a registered dietitian. She must know what she's talking about. She tweets, when everyone around you starts going on, quote, new year, new you diets, it's helpful to take the long view. Remember that although some people might have a few months or even a few years of seeming success, in quotes, on diets, it most likely won't last and often causes harm in the long run. Okay, well.
That's fucking bullshit.
All right, if you're doing a stupid diet, you're going to get stupid prizes. This is what happens. If you do something wrong, you're going to get a shitty outcome. If you build a square wheel, it ain't going to roll well. If you do it wrong, if you're doing some kind of maple syrup and lemonade diet, of course you're going to rebound back. Of course it's going to fail. You're making a terrible choice with your nutrition. You're not eating properly for being a human being. So just nonsense. If you're new me, new you, stop focusing on people that do shit wrong. How about helping people eat properly? All right, this is from Krista Murius. I don't know who this is, but we can guess. We can drop a IQ guess in the comments below. It writes, you're debating that January diet. The promises of a new body and a better life are hard to pass up. But if you're honest with yourself, you know you've been here before. Last year, last month, a million times before. It didn't work then. It won't work this time either. What a fucking cunt.
Matt Damon.
What a full-blown, never go full retard, never go full cunt.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Okay. So if you failed before, just give up. You'll fail again. If you failed before, just stop, because it's like, yeah, don't try anymore because you've already failed. So why keep trying? Wow. Can you be more pathetic? You shouldn't, again, there's a couple problems here. If you're debating that January diet, you're fundamentally doing the wrong thing already. So you're talking to someone who's already making a bad decision. And we know that. So I don't disagree. It's a bad decision. But in other words, this is a reason to not take care of your health. This is a reason to not do better. Don't change your body. You're beautiful the way you are. Fuck that. You probably are pre-diabetic or diabetic and you hate yourself when you look in the mirror. And honestly, you probably should beat yourself up a little bit. You probably should shame yourself. If you feel no shame for just stuffing your face and being fucking lazy all your life, yeah, you should feel a little bit of shame. You know why? Because you probably should, because then you'll actually make some changes. Okay? Don't beat yourself up and cry yourself to sleep. Feel a little bit like, fuck, I need to change. And then slap yourself across the tits and then make it happen. Okay? It's how you respond to it. It's okay to be like, fuck, I've been a lazy piece of shit. I look disgusting. Time to change it. Boom. That's what you're supposed to do. But we create a whole society of victim pussies that results in like, no, it can't be my fault. It's them. Wah, I don't want this to be bad. Let me pretend it's good. Let me change my hashtag. There you go. Fat positive. I'm beautiful the way that I am. My body's just existing. Yeah, existing at record-breaking scale weights to the point where you need a business card to show the doctor. Don't weigh me. Don't weigh me. I don't want to know how sick I am. So look, most people do the wrong thing over and over again, which is why most people are unhealthy. So instead of pretending people should be sucking down sugar-free garbage or ice creams and sodas and just have that in moderation, no, you're poisoning people. This is why people can't lose weight. You're getting them keeping them addicted to heroin, to crystal meth. That's what these things are. They prey on the same pathways, and this is what's causing people to continuously be sicker and sicker and sicker. It's very, very obvious. It's not complicated. It just takes a little bit of effort and not following the mainstream. What else is new? You don't want to change. No one else cares. Nature doesn't care. Your pancreas doesn't care. You have to care. And if you don't care, complaining is not going to change the fact that your body's not going to be able to clear out that blood sugar, and you're going to be losing limbs and dying young and in pain. Okie dokie. One more. This one's from Jamie Morgan, RD. All right. So if you feel bad, if you regret, if you're like, man, think about this. It's a holiday season. If you feel bad and thinking like, man, I shouldn't have spent XYZ money earlier this year. And like, man, I wish I didn't buy this. You've all made a purchase that you regretted, right? Everyone's made a purchase that they regretted. Everyone's made a purchase. I mean, imagine paying for these consonants after your name. Imagine paying for an RD and then saying dumb shit. Imagine that. Think about how much you'd regret that. 100K. Yikes. Damn. Whatever it is. It writes, this week will be filled with weight loss ads reeking of diet culture. Oh, the evil diet culture. Here are some reminders to consider, and here are 6 of them. Number 1, weight loss is not a requirement for improved health. Fat loss is. Stop saying weight loss as if people are trying to shred muscle. No, people need to lose extra fat. Sure, it absolutely is. Number 2, diets don't work. The proper diet absolutely does work. Diet is just the sum of everything that you're consuming. So my diet works like a motherfucker. The SwoleFam's custom individualized diets absolutely work. Diet is what you eat. They do work. Your stupid quick fix things don't work. Okay. Square wheels don't work. Thank you for the obvious. Gravity pulls you into the earth. Up is up. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it. Number 3, your body can detox all on its own. Well, yeah, I guess maybe we agree. Maybe we agree on that one. I don't think people should be doing detox teas and stuff like that. Yeah, it's bullshit. Okay. I guess we agree on that, unless I'm reading that wrong. Number 4, your mental health is most important. It helps. Mental health is look at this. Mental health is very important. Most important? I mean, it's very, very, very important. It's one of the pillars. So most is a relative term, but very important? Sure, absolutely. Number 6, I'm actually impressed. There's 2 we agree with. Healthy looks different on everyone. How are you defining health? All right. Look, here we go. You have 10 people that take care of their health. Are they going to look different? Yes. So is Jamie stating the obvious? Like people look different? Okay. So I guess we can clap on that one. I know what the wording is fucking ridiculous, but healthy looks different on everyone. Yeah. Because people look different. Fucking tard. All right. Number 6. This is like, I think, okay, hold on. I think Jamie, after she posts these like Instagram pictures, I think she goes and plays like those games for 3-year-olds. You know, at the doctor's office, you have that fucking piece, like that wood block, and you have the square block and the square hole, and the circle block, the cylinder and the circle hole, and you have the triangle block and the triangle hole. You know, you have the star block and the star hole, and you're like, which one goes in? I think Jamie, like, after she posts, like, okay, post on Instagram. And she's trying to jam the fucking star into the square. Okay. Number 6, anything you start in the new year should be something you look forward to just as much come December 22. You know what? I am impressed. I am impressed. I don't like the reason why you're saying this shit. I know why you're leveraging it, but on its face, I'm not really against it. Because fuck starting now. I mean, look, if you're listening to this and you're joining the fam today, it's like start now. That's fine. But don't start because it's the new year. Just start because today I'm fucking doing it. I'd rather you start on the 31st, on the 30th. I'd rather you start on the fucking 2nd. I'd rather you start on the 1st. I don't care when. Start yesterday. All right. Anything you start in the new year should be, you should be doing it every day. You shouldn't be doing short-term stuff, 75 hard or whatever, 30 hard, 95 soft, whatever the fuck you want to do. I mean, you need to pick something that you're able to maintain forever. Like, what do you do afterwards? So anyway, Jamie, I'm not completely, dropping sack on your chin on this one, but I know why you're saying that. And I know you're just trying to keep your following and put your arm around people's shoulders so you can fuck yourself on that note. But I don't disagree with some of those things. So, all right.
A 3-letter word. Jobs. Jobs.
It's not bad.
You're insane, gold member.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
We got some videos. Hashtag Year of the Swole Yachts. YOTS. It is the Year of the Swole. Fam, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready for some videos?
What's in the box?
Let's fucking go. How are we doing? A reminder, SwoleFam Roundtable tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss out on that. Join the fam today, swolenormousx.com, in order to get access to the SwoleFam Roundtable. Let me see what we got here. We got some gender fluids. And we have losing weight has no benefits. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. Pick a number. Let's do a number 1 or a number 2. Drop in the comments. Number 1 or number 2. Number 1 or number 2. Who does number 2 work for?
You fucking people.
Come on now. Drop in the comments. Down.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
All right. Cerny gets a number 1. Kashina a number 2. It's neck and neck. We got a 1. We got a 2. We got another 2. What are we going to end up with? I'm calling 2s. I see 2s around. Jeremy's not choosing. So Jeremy is not choosing. He's defaulting. I think Jeremy is defaulting. In other words, being passive. Most people, Jeremy, are voting for number 2, and because you're not voting, number 2 is a victory. So by default, Jeremy, has chosen number 2. That's how it works. Jeremy allowed it to remain biased towards number 2. Jeremy choosing number 2.
Literally no research to support that losing weight increases your health. The reduction of adipose tissue specifically increases your risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and things like osteoporosis.
Wait, what?
The reduction of adipose tissue specifically increases your risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and things like osteoporosis.
What?
Increases your health. The reduction of adipose tissue specifically increases your risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and things like osteoporosis.
Source, trust me, bro. What the fuck? Okay, dum-dum.
That care about their health don't put their health at risk by engaging in dieting activities. So unless you have a diagnosed medical condition where losing weight is literally the only way that you will get better, losing weight is not healthy.
Okay. Stop saying losing weight. Okay? Stop saying losing weight. It's not about losing weight. Let me step on the scale. Shut the fuck up. Get out of the 1950s. We're talking about losing extra body fat. Build muscle. You're not going to be at risk for diabetes if you're building muscle and losing extra fat. Are you absolutely fucktarded? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Seriously, I'm concerned.
Doesn't benefit your physical health in any way, shape, or form. And when most people say that they're losing weight for health, what they really are talking about is their overall general well-being. And research doesn't support that. Research supports that no matter the body size, if that body is engaging in regular exercise and eating balanced, nutritious meals, they will live longer, happier, healthier lives.
She's literally countering her own point and making my point. Okay, let's listen to that again.
Research supports that no matter the body size, if that body is engaging in
no matter the body size, people are at different heights. Look, everyone's going to weigh differently. Okay. So it doesn't matter if everyone does the same thing. Everyone's going to, because if everyone does the same thing, don't be like, well, people are still going to be morbidly obese, even if everyone does. That's not true. But people are still going to look differently. You know why? Because some people have big ears or big noses or longer arms. Like, people are still going to vary.
Regular exercise and eating balanced, nutritious meals.
Okay, hold on. Let me replay that. Research shows, I'm not going to mention the research, just going to say it.
It's that no matter the body size, if that body is engaging in regular exercise and eating balanced, nutritious meals, they will live longer, happier, healthier lives.
So she's talking about, again, these fucking people are constantly focusing on the word diet like these extreme calorie cutting bullet. Yeah, that doesn't fucking work. Okay. We get it. We all know that. Anyone who has like a small fraction of a brain that's functioning properly understands that these bullshit fucking things don't work. Drop the Fit Tea. Stop drinking fucking Ensure from Walmart and all these garbage products. Like, that's not going to help you get healthier. Yes, you're going to live longer if you eat properly and exercise. No fucking shit. What are you talking about? Weight loss. We're talking about fat loss. We're talking about you having another human being's worth of weight on your body that is not necessary. You probably want to get rid of that.
It has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of fat on your body. And
Yes,
people that actually care about their health would stay up to date on that kind of research.
How about COVID? How about COVID actually lodging in adipose tissue, which is why like the vast majority of people that are suffering from COVID are obese. Not a big deal. I mean, all-cause mortality, including all these viruses and issues. But hey, what the fuck do we know? It's just facts. Remember, truth over facts.
We choose truth over facts.
You can make up whatever truth you want, but the facts run from the facts because you can't change those. Okay. God, stupid cunt. Okay, here we go. I'm getting pissed off with this dumb shit.
What's in the box?
She's probably a vegan too. That's why she's not thinking clearly. This one's called gender fluid. I don't know if this means gender fluids or this person's just like, I'm a serpent. I'm a unicorn. That kind of thing.
So what is...
Oh! All right. Hold on. Hold on.
What the fuck is that?
Hold on. I wasn't ready for that. Hold on. I was not ready for that. I did not look at the thumbnail. I did.
Inconceivable!
Pause. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Let's try that again.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
So what is gender fun? Gender
no
is
septum
a
piercing.
spectrum. If you don't agree with that, you're not in the right place, man.
So you didn't have to tell me that I'm not in the right place. That was unnecessary. I'm well aware. Genders are on a spectrum. Come on. They're not, but okay. This is what soy does in our environment.
Well, why we're talking like this? You don't have to talk like this.
Just speak. Just speak. Just say the words. Talk. Talk. Grunt a little bit. What is this? Thing one? For fuck's sake.
So what is gender fun? Gender is a spectrum. If you don't agree with that, you're not in the right place, man.
Man. Again, why are the voices?
No, like this. It's always like that.
It's these like insane libs are always sounds like they're crying or whimpering. Like, they're always talking like that. Why?
But we're gonna go on the assumption that gender is a spectrum. On this spectrum, sometimes people identify as gender fluid, meaning they bounce between male and female or landing somewhere in between. Gender fluid means that I live on the gender fluid spectrum, but I never identify as female. I usually land somewhere as non-binary or all the way male, which is why my pronouns are he or they. I don't prefer.
You're a man? No. I'm gonna organize this. I'm gonna help you out here. Chief. That's a big negativo on that one. That's a big negativo. I don't mind. Look, there are feminine men out there. We know what soy does. We know how it destroys the fucking taint. We know, but come on now. Come on, let's be real. You can't call yourself, you can't just say like, I'm a heat. What's he talking about? What are you talking about? Come on, man. Come on. Really? You're me? You're a man? I'm a man. What are you? I don't know what you are. I guess you don't know what you are either. Yeah.
Either one exclusively because neither one of those exclusively fit me on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, if you have any more questions, let me know.
You know what? You know my take on all this stuff. Like, I'm fine with people doing what they want. Of course, here's the thing. I'm fine with people doing what they want. You're going to post it online publicly. I can voice my opinions on it. I don't care what you do. If you're secure and you're fine with what you're doing, usually you don't have to try to convince other people to do or to accept you a certain way. Like, I'm just, when I talk and I make content, I'm just saying what I think. Like, I don't care. You don't have to accept me. All these people that are saying like, you need to accept me, you need to call me this. I'm like, I'm not saying you have to call me anything. I'm not saying you have to like what I say or whatever. It's like, I'm being me and X, Y, and Z. I'm not against anyone who's trans. If you want to live that, that's fine. But here's the thing. Trans people are trans, right? They're not this fluid thing. If you are changing what you are day to day, if you think you were a female or a male, you're not sure what you are day to day, that's a mental disorder. Straight up. If you just like flip flop, like, oh, I'm this today and I'm this today. Bruh. Come on now. Like, if you're making that switch and like, no, I am this way. Live your life. Go ham. Go for it. Seriously, go for it. But don't give me this like, it's whatever I feel like. If you want to live like that, fine. Go for it. But you're not telling me what I can say, and you're not telling me what I need to say and what I need to call you, and you're not changing and imposing your delusions on my language or my existence or my freedoms. That's just how it's going to work. Gender fluid. From day to day. And I'll tell you what, all right, people have problems. people have problems.
So what?
Even more so because of, the Marxist communist education system in our country, social media, the echo chambers, isolation, poor food, no sun, fear all the time. So you have all these things. Do you know what hair like that is crying out? Someone tell me. When someone look, I know some of you are like, I have colored hair. This screams love and attention. Like, I am desperate for acceptance. I am desperate for someone to notice me and to love me. I feel bad for this person. Like, this is a human being who needs some serious help. For real. And I'm not saying that to be mean. That's just, come on now. Where's the logic and the common sense in our world anymore? The problem with that is, if someone like this is trying to get help, they're actually getting facilitated. They're actually getting encouraged. They're getting encouraged by the media. They're getting encouraged by their little echo chamber bubble that are all desperate for that same love and attention, that are desperate, that get a lot of positive response online because these social media platforms are biasing towards this nonsense and feeding into these delusions to create divisiveness, to create, because it elicits a response. It gets people riled up because it's ludicrous. People have always been able to live their lives the way they want. I'm not saying people haven't been ostracized or oppressed in the past. Like, welcome to human nature. Welcome to our world. Like, people are always oppressed. No one cares about what's going on in Africa. Okay. It's about like my hair and the gender that I think I am or that I want to be. Like, there's real suffering. There's real slavery in this world. There's real murder. There's real authoritarian, there's real totalitarian countries out there that are just slaughtering people. Yet we have to listen to this fucking bullshit. Now, I think it's a free country, so I think you're allowed to speak this bullshit, which is why I am. The problem is, this person will say this and I'll say that, and then I'll get banned or I'll get flagged because of what I said. For real? Either everyone can say whatever the fuck they want or no one can. And there's some countries where you can't. You can't pick and choose. You can't tiptoe around what you can say and what you can't say. So here's the thing. It's not about being mean. It's not about being rude. It's about, you are going to go out online and post something. If you don't like the responses, don't post online. If you don't like the responses on Instagram, don't fucking post on Instagram. If you don't like the comments on TikTok, don't look at them or don't post on TikTok. If you don't want to hear what people have to say in response to what you post, then don't fucking post. It's that simple. So remember, when you're putting shit out there, you're putting shit out there. Expect people to agree, disagree, and everything in between, and either let it bother you or don't let it bother you. But it's important that we have both standpoints. And unfortunately, people that are proponents of logic and common sense are getting shoved under the rug and are looked at as the mean people and like, oh, you're not accepting of others. Bullshit. Stop feeding into children's delusions. We have adult children that have been helicopter parented, that have been brainwashed in school, that are thrown into a world that constantly fear mongers them. They're thrown into a world of debt before they even have the ability to form their brains fully. So they're in debt. They can't make money back. They're under the fucking boot of the government since they get out of school. They have no fucking real skills. They're not taught anything except how to complain and bitch and moan about everything that they don't like in the world rather than take personal responsibility. So they're fucked from the start. But it's the parents that are unplugging and dissociating from either their kids and the education that aren't paying attention. So it's the parents' fault. There's a lot of things at fault. It's the food, it's the drugs, it's everything. It's the culture. It's everything that needs to be changed, but from the bottom up. But this is just attention seeking. And the thing is, when you're online, when you're on social media, what is that all about? It's about getting attention. That's what I do. I post things to get attention. It's not like desperate, like, oh, you're just doing it for it. Whenever someone says something like that online, it's like, you're just doing this for attention. Yeah, no shit. Really? You don't say. You don't say that I'm posting videos online for attention. Oh my God, how terrible. You're so smart. Of course I am. Of course I post things for attention. I actually have a message when I actually get someone's attention. Most people are just complaining and desperate for that attention to make themselves feel good, and they attach their identity to that attention, and when it goes away, when they get negative responses, they take it personally, and then and they just dig their heels in more, and then down the delusional path they continue. So yeah, I put out content for attention. Goddamn right. Can't spread a message of making sick fucking gains if I don't have someone's attention. But make sure you have an actual message that is improving people's lives once you get that attention. Respect people's attention. All right. Let's, wow. Well, fuck me. All right. Year of the Swole. 2022. Year of the Swole. It's 2022. It's a year of the Swole. It's the year of the Swole. It's 2020. It's 2022. All right, let's give away this card, shall we, fam? Here we go. Year of the Swole is 2022. Yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. Falcon. Come on, yachts. Yahtzee? Get damn yachts. Oh, we got a winner! Trevere, congratulations!
Congratulations!
Which you're dead, I hope you're not. Take care of yourself. Oh, Trevere 270, congratulations! And I think you're the one, you're talking about how you had COVID. Congratulations, and I hope you feel better soon. This is your year. Year of the Swole 2022. I think we're going to have more of these yachts cards. I like it. Congratulations, Trevere. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 2064 and your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations.
He's on fire!
A jelly donut?
A jelly donut?
Congratulations. Congratulations. Let's nut this beesh and let's continue making some sick fucking gains today. Tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time, I will see you all for the SwoleFam Roundtable. Don't forget, that's tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Be there, be square. Join the fam today. SwoleNormusX.com. Solo el SwoleFam Roundtable. All right. Yeah, 6 p.m. There you go. All right. Got it. Let's get into...
Ever served in a forward area?
Let's get into the rest of our day, shall we? Let's nut this beat. Fan-fucking-tastic.
What happened to your queer party friends?
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I arrive in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Make sure the make sure you have the record player on at night.
One hand, baby. One hand. Oh, yeah.
Chlorophyll? More like chlorophyll.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Boom shakalaka!
I didn't know they stacked shit that high. Mr. Strickland.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with like a little lady in a race car.
No hands. Guess what? I'm playing with my dick. That's my dick. All right. Fam Wise, thank you for being here. Join the fam right now, SwoleNormousX.com, and be there for the SwoleFam Roundtable tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you there. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack.